Well, this is an incredible story as we love it. A teenager attacked by a shark off the coast of Albany in WA is alive to tell the tale thanks to the heroic efforts of his mate who piggybacked him 2 kilometres across rocks before driving him to hospital.
And 17-year-old Connor Shirley joins us now live in front of Albany Hospital. Connor, mate,
legend.
You saved your mate's life. How do you feel?
It feels pretty good, yeah.
You know, Connor, I watched this story unfold yesterday, and I just wanted to talk to you about just what happened. Can you give us the story?
Well, we were swimming around the rocks along the left of Mistaken Island, and we come around about K around, and then he just shot a fish and he come up for air, and I always swim back a bit to look for sharks, and I've just turned my head to look at him, and it's just come out of the blue, like out of a movie. It didn't seem real, and then it grabbed the fish off his spear and then took off with that one, and we started swimming back, and then it's come back for the one on his leg, and then it's just copped him at the same time.
How big was it?
I reckon it was about 5 metres. It was the size of a car. It was a massive shark.
Whoa.
Boy, oh boy. So comes back that second time and gets the fish near his leg. He gets bitten. What do you do then?
By that point, I was 5 metres ahead of him. So I just told him, we need to get out of this water, we need to swim. And we made it, I made it to the rocks, ripped all my gear off, and then jumped back down and dragged him up onto the rocks.
A 5-metre shark is just massive. I mean, he's lucky in a way, but what sort of injuries was he suffering from when you got him onto the rocks?
It wasn't bleeding a lot when we got onto the rocks, but after I had put a tourniquet on it and we started to move, that's when it started to bleed. And the one on his knee didn't bleed much, but the one on the bottom of his calf was the one that I was worried about because it was bleeding constantly and it was not stopping.
Oh.
And I mean, in one sense, he's lucky that the shark was after the fish, right? And because if he was going for your mate, if he was going for Luke, I'm not sure we'd be having the same conversation today. But what did you use as a tourniquet? And tell us about that journey, like that 2K journey across the rocks before you were able to drive him to hospital.
So when we got onto the rocks, I took my weight belt off, took all my weights off, and then wrapped that just above his knee. And then I took my knife off and took the straps off of that and my stringer, which is what we put the fish on. Yeah. And I put the knife strap just above the cut on his calf and the stringer about 1 inch higher, and then started to tighten it and then put it underneath the knife strap to hold it there. And then once that was done, I got him up and he wanted to give it a go walking, so we did that, and yeah, his knee just was not holding up, so I was like, okay, jump on. And then the rocks was a bit of a journey, but it was fun in a sense. We were laughing about it the entire time. We were pumped full of that much adrenaline.
Mate, you're proper Bear Grylls. I mean, this is unbelievable.
And a little bit of MacGyver.
Yeah, the whole thing. It's all working for you. What were the conversations like in that little bit of a journey? Because I'm sure you were very worried.
We were just talking about how sick the scars are going to look and how many chicks it's going to bring in.
Of course you were.
That is Australia right there. Legends.
Hey, how...
What else are you going to talk about?
No, off you go.
How many chicks?
As many as he likes, I'm going to suggest. How is Luke this morning, by the way? I know he's undergone a couple of surgeries.
He's going pretty good this morning. I've been talking to him a little bit and he's having fun. I went into town yesterday and bought him some Lego, so he's just relaxing and making that.
Oh, mate. You're all kinds of right and all kinds of wrong and all kinds of right, all mixed up. How you guys are obviously, he's got a bit of time in hospital now?
Okay. Yep. By 6:30, you've got to be out of here.
All right. You've got to get out of there, mate. We don't want to annoy the officials over there in WA because you could be locked up. Thanks so much for being with us, big fella. And we'd love to talk to your mate when he gets out or whenever we can. So terrific stuff. Well done to you, you little rascal.
All good. Thank you.
Yeah, and if you're single out there and want to date these boys, send us in on our social media platforms a picture.
He's listening.
Wicked.
Legends.
Sorry, Uncle
All right.
Carl's on the case. Oh no.